The third Night at the Museum movie takes Ben Stiller's night guard Larry Daly to London's British Museum, where he and his cohorts attempt to solve a mystery that threatens the magic that began in the first film. Featuring a cavalcade of special effects and a handful of new characters, the weirdly subtitled Secret of the Tomb is about as enjoyable a family film as the first two. 8 years running, Fox's modern fantasy franchise is starting to show its age. Stiller's deadpan humor is ever present in this installment, but that could easily be mistaken for the actor's growing lack of enthusiasm. Stiller also plays a Neanderthal that looks strikingly like Larry, but the less said about that, the better. Co-stars Robin Williams, Owen Wilson, and Steve Coogan seem to be having a bit more fun than Stiller, but only just. In fact, the most enthusiastic returner here is Dexter the Monkey, who will probably get the biggest rise out of young viewers. That said, the story moves at a brisk pace, and there's plenty of chase scenes and comical set pieces to keep kids and their parents engaged. Director Sean Levy is also back for this one, and he does a fine job of maintaining the eccentric but consistent style of the first two museum picks. As for the new characters, Rebel Wilson plays Larry's sassy British counterpart, Downton Abbey's Dan Stevens suits up as Sir Lancelot, and Sir Ben Kingsley does more in his 5 minutes of screen time as a privileged pharaoh than anyone else. In terms of comedy, Secret of the Tomb is squarely aimed at children, so it's hard to qualify its sense of humor. There are a couple jokes thrown in for the older set, but rarely does it manage to entertain all ages at once. Strangely, there are also moments where the movie goes for Pixar-level poignancy, but it almost consistently fails. The one exception is Robin Williams' final scene, which is sure to put a lump in your throat, if only by virtue of his recent passing. However, much like the other tender moments, it doesn't quite feel earned, even with a pair of forebears under its belt. Night at the Museum 3 is a passable return for the family-friendly film series, with all of its old stars intact. While it's obvious the premise and talent are running on fumes, the story moves at a good clip, and the visuals are top-notch. Alas, the same can't be said for the emotional impact, which is all but run dry in this third museum installment. Having said that, Secret of the Tomb will make a fine distraction for families looking for something to do after their holiday dinner. For more reviews, keep it on IGN.
Need some help? What? Move.
Okay, that was actually very cool.